Jen here from JustJen, and today I am coming to you with my May Shop My Stash makeup basket. So I have my basket here with all of my products. I was going to film me actually going through my drawers, but I need to do some organization. So I skipped that. So I'm just gonna go through and show you which products I pulled that I will be using this month. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So items that I'm keeping in my makeup basket for May, because I'm trying to get through them, is first the No Problem Prime Essence primer from Touch in Soul. There's not that much left in here, so I'm thinking I should be able to finish this up. I also left in my Tarte Shape Tape because I am darn near scraping the barrel for this. So this will definitely be done by the end of May, if not sooner. If I do finish up, then I will rotate another concealer in mid-month, but my goal is to finish that up. I also intend to finish up the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. It is getting low. I do have one in my backup, so if I would finish this one, I would add the other one in because I use it every single day. I am also keeping in my Busy Gal Brows from Tarte because it's starting to dry out, so I want to make sure that I use it before it dries out completely. And I am also keeping my Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Brow Pencil and Taupe in for the month of May. I only open one mascara at a time, so I will have the Big Ego mascara from Tarte in here as well. This came in mid-month, last month, into my Shop My Stash, so I will continue working through that. I also left in my Bare Minerals Bare Pro concealer because I've been working my way through this. I love this concealer, it's really great. And then I also kept in my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Stick Foundation in Vanilla. I left it in for May because after that I will probably have to take it out because as soon as I get some sun in my life and on my face, this will be too light until fall. So this will likely be the last month that I will get any use out of that. So I left it in for that reason. And lastly, I left in my Wet n Wild bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, even though I use this as an under eye. I set my concealer with it because let's face it, who's really that pasty? Not even me, and I'm super pasty. So those are the things that are remaining in from last month, and everything else I pulled from my drawers to add. So I am also adding the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer for the month of May. I've had this in my collection for a while, so I would like to get it out of my collection. I do really enjoy the e.l.f. primer, so that's a good one. I am adding in my Makeup Forever Professional Ultra HD Foundation, and I forget what the shade is on this one. Does it even say? R230 is the shade name. But I have had this for over a year, and technically they're only good for 12 months. So I'm kind of stretching this one a little bit, and I want to see if I can finish it up before it expires. Typically you can go past the expiration on these a little bit, but as long as the consistency is good, this is a great foundation and I love it. So I want to get some more use out of that. I also added in one face palette, and this is new from e.l.f. This is new to me anyways, and so I want to give this a go. In my initial first impression of it, I'm not a big fan, just because overall the colors are not as nice as I had originally thought when I purchased it. They're a little more peachy toned. The bronzer seems okay and the highlight seems okay, but the blushes are not my favorite. So, but I'm gonna give it a good I'm gonna give it the old Girl Scout try here. So that will be my face palette. From e.l.f. I'm also putting in the Monochromatic Multi-Stick Blush. I love this and it's perfect for spring. It's just a very pretty, very beautiful cream blush. All right, then back to face products. I am jumping back into my Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I was using this before I switched to, oh, it's going everywhere. Before I switched to my Bare Minerals powder. So I would like to get some more use out of this. It's just a translucent setting powder. So I will be using that. I can't believe I just did that. Made a huge mess on myself. For blush and bronzer, I am using an Ofra bronzer in Americano. I'm not sure how I feel about this. There is some shimmer in it now that I'm in the sunlight a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good shade match for me. It may be too dark, so I'm going to have to go in with a very light hand, but I would at least like to give it a shot. So between this and the e.l.f. palette, I have 2 bronzers, so I should be able to make it work. But I love Ofra, so let's give that a shot. And then I also have a blush from Ofra in the Madison Miller collection. And this is the shade Sweet Stuff. And it looks like that. So I am looking forward, that one's right here, to wearing that as well. It's a nice spring pinky tone. And then for highlight, in addition to the palette, I picked this one from Revolution Makeup. This is the Vivid Baked Highlight. And the shade name is actually covered up because I got it at TJ Maxx. But it's a very pretty color. So I'm looking forward. And it just feels nice. But it's a very pretty highlight. So we will give that a go. I also have a liquid eyeshadow from Laritzy Cosmetics. This is Liquid Beam, and it is like a gold color. I've been told you could also use it, on your eyes, your lips, and even as a highlight. I'd probably use it on my eyes. I don't really see myself using gold on my lips or anything like that. So, and then getting into the eyes, I have my e.l.f., my new e.l.f. quad in Rose Water. These are the bite size ones. This is newer to my collection, so I wanted to really try it out. I also pulled my Butter London palette that we received last year in a boxy charm. So these are some very pretty spring shades in here. And then I did keep my OG, one of my faves. I kept my Essence palette in here for another month. Forgot to mention that. Just because it's very springy, I can create some good spring looks with it. And then I do have all of my large palettes on display back there that I will pull from as I need to. Setting sprays, I still have the Skin & Co. Radiant Dew. It's a little more than halfway gone, so I've made good progress on that. I also pulled out my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, so I'm going to give that some love as well. As far as lip products go, I have a 3-drawer bin behind me that all my lip products are in, so I just reach in there and pull whatever I feel, whatever look I come up with. It depends on the day, so I just reach back there and pull from that. I don't put it in my makeup basket. So that is everything for my Shop My Stash for the month of May, and I have a lot of products here to try out, a lot that I haven't used yet, so I am excited, and I will make sure to give you feedback of what my faves and fails were for the month of May. Can't believe we're in May. It's crazy. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that bell for all my notifications, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.